I think they're both pretty similar, to be fair. They had two good fights together. It was nip and tuck in the first fight. I actually thought Derek nicked the fight by a few rounds. Second fight was going Derek's way as well, and he obviously got chinned in about round 10 or 11. Very, very close competitive fights. So, yeah, I think they're very similar in stature and in weight and in style. And I've handled that style plenty before. And I hope you've got your interview camera ready, because I owe you one. Promise is a promise, Danny. We go back a long way.
Next one, thank you.
Yeah, hi, good afternoon. Mr. Fury, the whole world is going to watch this today. What's your message to Dillian Whyte, your personal message to him today?
My personal message to Dillian Whyte today is this. I will win this fight for England and for St. George on St. George's Day. There we go.
Tyson, this is Matt for Into Boxing. With everything you've achieved in the ring, will perhaps your biggest achievement be what you've done outside of the ring in terms of helping people with mental health and things like that? Because I'm sure you get messages daily with people telling you that you've, saved a life or helped a friend. Will that mean more to you than titles in the ring?
100%. At the beginning of it all, when I was a young kid, the dream was to be world heavyweight champion, and I always thought that was my calling card until I was open with a mental health struggle and all that. It was well documented. To win a boxing match is a fantastic thing for an individual, and it's a fantastic sport and achievement, and it's good to be what you desired to be your whole life, but to save somebody's life from death, that's an even better feeling. Not many people can say, well, I saved that person's life, that person's life, that person's life. But like I say, I get a lot of mail, or I get a lot of messages from people, whether I help them, their brother, their cousin, their auntie, their mother, anybody. I think that's my biggest achievement in life, is saving people from death, because giving them hope that there is help on the other side. And other than that, biggest achievement is wife and family, for sure. And my faith in God. Not forgetting that one.
Rack Noble from Boxing UK. Tyson, where would you rank Dillian Whyte in the top competitors that you fought over the years?
I fought some tasty competitors over the years. And I know Dillian Whyte. We go back a long way. We go back to like 2012. So he's a tough guy. He's a good game fighter, and he'll bring what he can, and he will try and chin me. That's the fact. He's definitely up there with like the top 10 fights stuff that I've had before. But it'll all find out on the night, won't it? I could say he could be number 2, number 22, but if he doesn't perform on the night, then he'll never get the credit for it. Or if I demolition him in one round, he'll never get any credit. But if it's a good fight, then he'll definitely get his credit, for sure.
Question for Frank here. Frank, could you confirm what the price is for the pay-per-view for Fury Whyte?
No, it'll be released soon. It'll be on BT box office and pay-per-view in the US, and obviously those numbers, the prices will be released fairly soon.
Tyson, Charlie Parsons, Fight Stars TV. Thank you for coming down to London. This will be your first time in 4 years in front of the UK fans. Just a message to them how important this is to you. Frank also in landing this fight. And I spoke to Sugar Hill in Vegas, and I speak to Christian Funn, a sparring partner of yours. He tells me you've got potential to go down as an all-time great. Having people around you say that sort of thing, obviously you believe in yourself, but, from the best people around you, how important is that?
Very important. For them to believe in me is great. Like I said to this fella before, all that going down in history stuff for me is not what I'm about. I'm about being active and being what I am today. Sugar and the guy over there, sparring partner guy, good guys. They see my talent in the gym. Sugar believes I can beat anybody. That's the belief that we have. We are a very good team. We're a team that believes that we can win at any single time, and we don't believe that nobody can beat us. So to have somebody like that as my trainer is very good as well. And Frank, do you want to answer that question?
Well, I think
it was your bit of it. What was Frank's bit?
Sorry.
Landing the fight in London, Frank.
I'm delighted. This is where it should be. Wembley, London, record purse bid, the man, first time back in 4 years. This is what we all want. That's what British fans, everywhere I've been going, when's Tyson fighting back here? When's he fighting back here? Drive me crazy. That's one of the questions you get asked all the time. Well, he's back. 23rd April, St George's Day. Come and see the man. He's back in town.
One more up there, I think. Thank you.
Boxing King Media. Tyson, what kind of weight will you come in for this fight?
I'm going to try and come in at my heaviest weight of all time. For the biggest fight, in the biggest crowd, you're going to see the biggest Tyson Fury. I'm going to come in like a man mounted. What was my biggest weight? Can anyone tell me? I think it was like 19 stone 11, was it? Yep. 19 stone 10. I'm going to come in heavier than 19 stone 10. I'm going to be the heaviest world champion ever. Gareth, Russell Crowe.
Okay, Gareth.
Tyson, on a more serious note, obviously you talked about Vladimir Klitschko just now, and obviously you've beaten him in the past, but just wanted to get your view on the fact that Vitaly and Vladimir Klitschko and your fellow heavyweight world champion Alexander Usyk going back to their country to enlist and sign up and halt the invasion from Putin at the moment. I just wondered what your thoughts were for those guys that they want to protect their own country.
Fantastic, you know. I'll be the first one to join up if England get involved, or America. I'll be first in line for the job. My dad will as well, and all the boys will all be signing up to defend. So that's what I got to say. I think if you're from that country, living there, defend her. Love your woman and fight for your country. That's what I say.
Get on there. Everybody should be absolutely pulling for the Ukraine. You know, standing up to the bully, standing up for democracy. That is what everybody should. And those four fighters, 2 ex-fighters, and everybody should be behind them. It's magnificent what they're doing.
Lomachenko also, Frank.
Yeah.
And finally, just to go back to Dillian Whyte for a moment, could you ever imagine not turning up to go face to face with someone at a press conference to announce a fight of your own?
You know, on this big occasion, it's Dillian Whyte's biggest chance to do his thing. He's been calling for a world title fight for I don't know how many years. He's been saying everyone's been avoiding him, running away and all that sort of stuff. And I thought he would have came here to be a part of big-time boxing. You know, he's never been involved in a fight of this magnitude ever, and never likely to be involved in a fight of this magnitude ever again. So I thought he would have come here, sapped up all the experience and took it all in because it was his moment in the sun. But if he doesn't want to get involved in that, then that's his business. But I'm here to be a part of big-time boxing. And if Dillian Whyte doesn't want to be a part of this big event, then that's his own problem. People don't remember who the promoter was. People don't remember who managed the fighters of the night. People remember the fight, if it was a good one, and where it was. If you look back at the likes of like Jack Dempsey and Gene Tunney 1, yeah, record crowd-selling fights, who here remembers, apart from him, and him maybe, who promoted the fight, or who managed the guys? There we go. So, it's about, we still remember that fight all these years later because it was a good fight and it was a massive crowd. And for him not to be a part of it, I think it messes up his legacy a little bit as well. Because in years to come, they'll say it is a really good fight, which I anticipate it will be. He didn't have any involvement in the build-up, the media, that sort of stuff. He'll be not in any photographs. There'll be no old magazines to look at. That sort of thing. I think it's a shame, not just for him, but for his kids and for his family to look back on in time as well. This is a promoter's argument. This is not the boxer's. This is his promoter telling him, don't get involved in any media. Don't sell the fight. Don't do anything. You can't make any more money. But surely at this level, it's about him as a fighter as well. It's not just about promoting an event. It's about being here, being active and being a part of this. Because at the end of the day, his face is up there. Although he's tried to sue us for not putting it up there, he's still up there and he is a part of this fight, whether he wants to be or not. So he should be here promoting the fight. That's my opinion. And I think it's tough luck for him and his family and his legacy going forward.
And he should be grateful to be involved in it. You know, the fact that we won the purse, because if his promoter put in the highest purse bid, if we had to bid, he'd be getting 2 million less. And he's got an upside. He's got an upside of potentially getting an extra 4 million that's lodged with the WBC
If he knocks him out, if he beats
him. So why is he not? He's getting 2 million more. I don't get it. I really don't get it on any level.
Stranger things have happened at sea, Frank.
They certainly have.
Okay. Is there one more? Just one more at the back, Ralphie? You're going to have to do a bit of road work to get up there, unless you got it.
Just throw it.
Shows what I know. I thought it was Doc Cairns who pronounced it. Dempsey, Tunney won. Outscored again. Thank you, Ralph. This will be the last, folks. Thank you.
For Tyson and Frank as well. Just getting back to the battle for Ukraine, you guys can't go over there and fight like Klitschko's are, but would you back a similar move we're seeing in from other sporting bodies where they're preventing Russian athletes and Russian teams from competing at the moment?
They've already done that, actually.
They've done it. The WBC, the WBO, all the governing bodies have already come out and said that they won't allow any fights to go on in Russia. They've done that. They would have, in fact, I think they were one of the first sports to do that while FIFA were dragging their heels.
Thank you very much, everybody. We're going to wrap it up with one final comment from each of the guys on the podium here. Brad, to you.
Yeah, just looking forward to a historic night. It's, on behalf of Bob Arum and Todd DeBuff and everyone at Top Rank, we're just thrilled to be involved with Frank in Queensberry and, of course, the man of the hour, Tyson Fury.
Mr. Promoter.
Just be there. This is gonna be a great occasion. You know, the homecoming, seeing the man, the best heavyweight of his generation, seeing him in action. 4 years he's been away, and he's going to put on a show for everybody against an opponent who I know does come to fight. And once he gets in that ring, we know he's going to come to fight. But I just think that Tyson's the man, and just be there on the night and see the man.
Thank you, Frank. Once more, a shame that Dillian Whyte wasn't here, but you very much were. Thank you very much for your attendance. What is your last word?
For England and St. George!
Thank you, Tyson.